have a property tour, shall we? Bryan Lebo here, and today we have a really special one for you. So this is one of my absolute favorite flippers, if you will. The quality of craftsmanship that Jason does in his properties is truly and truly unparalleled. And this is a masterpiece. There was $1.4 million that went into this remodel. And today I'm going to show you all of the little bits and nuances and details that went into reconstructing this absolute architectural masterpiece. So, like we normally do, we're going to start off in the kitchen. So on the way there, let's talk about the flooring. So the entire main floor of this home consists of large format 24 by 48 inch porcelain tile. Very neutral, very beautiful. And one of the things that was incredible about this floor was that there was multiple levels when this home was actually purchased. So it was a 10-inch dip in the kitchen, there was a 20-inch dip into the family room, and they had to bring in 15 tons of dirt just to even out all the flooring. So you can imagine the work that went into that. All right, now that we're here in the kitchen, let's dig deep into this because this is incredible and there's Easter eggs everywhere. So first off in this kitchen, we have our kitchen nook, which speaks for itself. You're gonna see we have two pocket sliders, meaning the slider deploys into the pocket here. So perfect ingress and egress and gives it that modern aesthetic that we love so much. Over here, let's start off talking about the cabinetry. One of the things that I love about his properties is he has some of the greatest cabinetry that you'll see, partially because he owns a cabinet fabrication company. So here we have this beautiful satin finish on these cabinets. And what's so incredible about it is the color is wonderful, it hides fingerprints, and it's incredibly elegant. I'm gonna show you a little bit more of the cabinetry here in a moment, but all of the lower cabinets have embedded handles. So again, a very sleek, modern aesthetic. Our counter surface here is that Taj Mahal that's been leathered, so very modern. It's what all the design trend has gone towards. Now, this is a real neat one. So check this out. We've had articulating upper cabinets, but how about that? That is incredible, incredible craftsmanship. Love, love, love it. Now let's come over here and let's talk about the island. So once again, we have that leathered Taj Mahal counter surface, but now the island is a little bit different. We go from that satin finish over here on the backside to a more oak veneer, a wood veneer, the TFL thermally fused laminate that we've seen so many times in Blue Heron homes. Now the appliances in this property are very, very unique. He always loves to do an Italian style kitchen. So all the appliances you're going to see here are all Bertazzoni. Love saying it. So Bertazzoni appliances except for two things, which we'll discuss in a moment. Now on the island here, we have the Bertazzoni built-in microwave oven. And then things get a little bit more unique. So over here, we have the 48-inch grill top Bertazzoni, incredibly wonderful, so classy. I just love even seeing those little emblems. It's just so unique and off the grid from everything that we typically see. Now, this is something incredible. So typically when you have a format like this, obviously you don't want to ruin your sight line into the family room, which only typically leaves you with a downdraft ventilation system, which I'm personally not a big fan of. Aesthetically, it's pleasing. It just doesn't tend to actually grab that much of your smoke. But your only other option is to have a down deployable ventilation hood, and then that completely destroys the architectural design of the property. That's where this one comes in. Above us, they built in the ceiling is an incredible ventilation hood. I believe it was $5,000 just for the ventilation hood, and then a few more $1,000s to be able to frame it in and actually use it. So again, unless you looked up, you wouldn't even realize what's there, and it gives you that beautiful sight line directly to the family room and the television. Love that. Behind me, we have our undermount sink, very wonderful. We have all growy fixtures, very, very high-end, very lovely. Coming down this direction a little bit more, if you keep kosher or you just want a prep sink, we have another Blanco undermount sink, and of course we have our growy faucet. Continuation over on this side, oh, I forgot, come on. How could I forget? How could I forget? Jason, thank you so much. He's all over it. All of his kitchens now, not one, but two dishwashers. So we have our dual dishwashers because we're over $3 million and you just gotta have it. One thing I want to discuss, beautiful floating shelves, but the entire wall behind me, this is all this beautiful ceramic glass. It almost has these little striations in there that looks cracked. It just gives it a very elegant and lovely look. Of course, you have to have an espresso maker. So over here, typically you would see the Miele espresso maker, but in keeping with the Italian theme, we had to do something different. So here you have the Folgore Milano espresso maker, really neat. Now I told you there was two things that were not Bertazzoni, and that includes this refrigerator, because how damn cool is this refrigerator? So perfectly paneled, this looks more like a pantry than a refrigerator, but it's a Miele refrigerator. You just tap it and it just pops right out. So we have, I believe, a 70-30 split. We have refrigeration on the right. We have our freezer function on the left, soft close function. And again, because the cabinetry has that satin finish, it perfectly masks any fingerprints, so you don't have to worry about that. If we were to go down this hallway, which we'll do later, this brings us to our formal living room. But first we have this bank of cabinets and we have our Bertazzoni double oven. Wonderful. Coming over here, this wraps around to the bar, but we have more cabinetry in the lower section. We have that same leather Taj Mahal. Wonderful. Now let's go check out this bar area. So coming over to the bar, we changed a little transition. This is beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like a tobacco look. This is called brown silk and it's been leathered. Just such a tasteful and beautiful counter surface. Seating obviously over here. We have more of the lower cabinetry, which matches the kitchen perfectly. We have our ice maker here. We have our framed in refrigeration over here. Another undermount Blanco sink with a Grohe faucet. And I love this bar area. So the brown silk counter surface, more cabinetry, floating shelves with LED downward firing illumination, and of course, smoked glass. Gotta have the smoked glass. All right, we're gonna pivot around this way because now we're gonna start talking about this family room, but first, you know, the elephant in the room, of course we have our slider. So here we have a 15-foot slider that leads to the backyard, which we will discuss a little bit more later. But let's talk a little bit about the fabrication that went into this property. Now, one of the things that's sensational is above us, we have the exposed trusses or beams, if you will. These were custom finished and they look sensational. I love that they left it open. It just is architecturally very significant and beautiful. But this wall over here actually didn't exist because they created another bedroom upstairs. This was originally all open with double height ceilings that exceeded 20 feet. Really lovely. Now let's come over this direction and talk about the family room. We have this gorgeous sweeping spiral staircase, which I'm gonna try not to bump into too much. And then of course we have our media wall. So we have this cove built out. This is an 85-inch television. They're actually gonna refabricate this to fit a 98-inch television. I love what Jason does, the mindfulness. He always creates these coves beneath the television. So if you wanted something simple like a Sonos Arc Ultra, you could just have it right in there, very nice and tucked. Of course, if you wanted a full cinematic experience, this has been completely wired. Every room is wired for surround sound, including this area. You can have a legitimate theater and you can have your center channel speaker right in that cove. We have our linear electric fireplace below it. Perfect, and man brain directly across from the kitchen so you can see the television when you're cooking. Over here, this is kind of neat. We have another slider and we have a little living wall art. Very nice, but a nice little area over here. All right, now we're gonna back up a little bit. We're gonna head towards the front of the home because this is where we have our formal dining room and our formal living room. So again, I just love the sweeping staircase, the exposed trusses, just incredible. So coming down this direction over here, we're gonna kind of divert back to the kitchen only from the extension idea of this right here being your pantry. I'm sure everyone wants to know the proximity, but this is such a cool pantry. In here, beautiful, minimal. I absolutely love what he did. Coming down this direction, we're gonna come check out the formal living room and dining room. We have a step here. Jennifer, watch your step. Nice little alcove over here. And then here we have our formal dining room. We have this gorgeous chandelier of balls with frosted glass embedded in it. Stop laughing, Jen. And again, you can see all of the glass creating all this natural light everywhere around here. This is the front of the home, so of course if you wanted privacy, you could have deploying solar shades. And then over here we have this beautiful decorative wall. We have a fireplace function, just a splendid, splendid place. Nice place to greet anyone coming into the property. We're gonna head back to where we started and we're gonna check out this front office. Now, I love having an office in the front of the home. It's just nice to be able to see whoever is coming up to the property. Over here to the left, we have our pivot door that we entered from. And this right here is the office. So not a tremendous amount to talk about. You know, it's an office. It's in the front of the house. I think you get it. You get the point. All right, now we're gonna head over this direction. Again, a lovely view of this sweeping spiral staircase. All of this was custom hand painted. Just incredible. Coming over here, we're gonna walk in this little vestibule area. Over here to the left, this is, I believe this is the smart closet. Oh no, this is the coat closet. So for your guests, the coats go here. Over here on the right side, this is your smart closet. So this is where all the cables terminate. This is where you'll put your smart home function, your Savant, Control4, whatever it is that you want. But let's check out this powder bath. For whoever you were out there that gave me a hard time about powder bath, even Jason called it a powder bath, so keep that in mind. This is incredible. Love, 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 love what he did. So this is a Gunsmoke marble with a 10-inch edge profile, fully fabricated. Of course, we have smoked glass. You know I love me some smoked glass. Just gorgeous, and I'm a big fan of this pivot sink. So an incredible, incredible powder bathroom. Now we're gonna go down to the other side of the house. We have 3 steps down. So I wanna watch Jennifer and make sure that she's okay. We're good. In towards the front, obviously, is our garage. So first, going through the garage is this laundry room. Might look a little weird. We have top of the line Samsung washer dryer. They were just testing whether it looked better on the pedestal or if it was just too much overkill. Let you determine that. But this is a beautiful laundry room. So over here we have the same Taj Mahal counter surface that we saw before. We have high gloss cabinets in the laundry room, which is wonderful. And then behind me here, this is the garage. So we have epoxy floor, we have glass garage doors, just everything that you would want and expect in a garage. Not a lot to talk about, guys, so enjoy that B-roll. We have 2 bedrooms, one on each side. So we're gonna start off in the smaller one. So this is our ensuite first secondary bedroom. And there's something that's really cool that Jason did. Again, there's a million attention to details. So in case you haven't noticed yet, check out this door frame. Now, how unsexy did that statement sound? Check out this door frame. Notice that there's actually no edge trim. That's because this is a kerf edge. We have level 5 drywall, and this requires tremendous fabrication, tremendous craftsmanship to have this perfect curved edge. Just splendid. Coming in here, another cool thing is all of the closets are all custom closets in this home. And what they did was, in keeping with the architectural harmony, these cabinets are a very similar color gray that we saw in the kitchen. But these cabinets are the exact same veneer that's used in the closet in this bedroom. So you'll notice whatever the cabinetry is in the bathroom is going to match the cabinetry that's in the custom closet. So here we have a beautiful sandstone looking quartzite counter surface, undermount sink, LED lighting, everything that we're used to, and a really neat shower here. So here we have tile that looks like wood, and then we have kind of a limestone vertical tile integration. Just a perfectly lovely secondary shower. Now that we've seen the first secondary, let's come over to this bedroom and check out the second secondary. So coming into this bedroom, you'll notice this one's much larger. This is a little bit nicer. So this is where you put the kid that you like a little bit more, or maybe your guests. So obviously we have a nice slider that leads us out into the pool. So you have perfect ingress, egress, a good sized room. Now the closet over here, as you can see, this was called, what was this called, Jen? The oak? Rift oak. So the closet is rift oak. So you want to take a guess what the cabinet's gonna be? Exactly. Coming into this bathroom, really kind of a cool beachy feel. So you have this herringbone design for the surround that leads into the shower, but we have our rift oak cabinetry underneath that same sandstone material. Really beautiful. We have these floating shelves of this alcove over there next to the water closet, but I really love this shower. And you'll notice again in the details, all of these windowsills have all been treated. So here we have that same quartzite in the windowsill framing it that we do on the counter surface. All right, guys, we have now seen the entire downstairs of the property. Let's go upstairs and see what's going on up there. All right, guys, welcome to the second floor. And this is just a sensational vantage point. So looking down at the spiral staircase that we just came up, great vantage overlooking the kitchen, the family room. But I love the exposed trusses. It just gives it that architectural significance that you really expect when you get into the upper price range like this. Now, behind you is the primary suite, but first we're gonna see the last of the secondary suites over here. Coming through the threshold, over here to the right is the bathroom, which we'll see in a moment. We're gonna work our way back towards the bathroom. So we have a beautiful and very spacious secondary bedroom. Over here, we have our walk-in closet, and it's a high gloss material, which you already know, that's probably gonna be in the bathroom, but it's also a little precursor and foreshadowing to what you're gonna see, which is incredible in the primary. Now, this may look like just a decorative wall element, which of course it is. But what's really neat is the backstory. This is the structural beam of the home. So when they did the remodel, they thought how neat would it be to just go ahead and restain this structural beam and incorporate it into the actual design of the property. So again, it's those kinds of little details that really make these homes special. And I love just the way that they're able to repurpose a material and incorporate it right back into the design. Over here to the left, this is our bathroom. So a beautiful and simple bathroom. We have a seashell, say that 3 times, seashell limestone counter surface. Beautiful, beautiful walk-in shower. Just a perfect secondary bathroom. Now that we've seen that, we're gonna take 2 steps down and check out this primary suite. Making sure Jennifer's all right there. Going into the primary suite, first off, we have this massive pivot door, lockable, wonderful. We're gonna start off in the back and work our way towards the front. In the front of the primary suite is where we have the bathroom and the closet, and I'm telling you, you guys are gonna freak out when you see some of the stuff. Now, we have a massive slider system here, and this balcony was completely fabricated. It was a tiny, minuscule balcony from the inception. Here, they expanded it so it goes the entire length of this primary suite and extended. But part of it is you wanna be able to appreciate this backyard because behind your backyard is a perfect little trail. You have 3 cascading lakes that deploy into like a little river. It is so beautiful, so peaceful, so serene. And let's be honest, we're out in the freaking desert. So water is at a premium. So when you can find a property that has waterscaping like that, it's really unique and really incredible. Here we have a beautiful, beautiful media wall. And I love the details. So while we have the large format tile that looks like a concrete, it's embedded with this wood veneer. So just a nice juxtaposition, and it gives it some warmth instead of the coldness of the concrete. 75-inch TV, alcove for your center channel or your media bar. And then of course we have our linear electric fireplace. But we're gonna come over to this direction. One of the things that Jason's really big on in his design is always incorporating either a morning kitchen or a morning bar. So I think it's funny if you just cannot bear to get out of bed without having an espresso and you can't traverse that staircase to walk 20 feet to the kitchen. Well, guess what? You're good. So here, just like downstairs, we have the full gar espresso maker. We have refrigeration, so if you have creamers or if you just want refrigerated water before you go to bed or when you wake up, right here, Blanco undermount sink, the beautiful seashell limestone counter surface, nice seating area, wonderful, wonderful. Over here to the left, we have this kind of pantry that they created so you can keep your coffee, your espresso grind, your cups, whatever it is that you need. Now, let's check out this closet. because guys, this is absolutely beautiful, so elegant. Now, if you didn't see the Tom Ford video, please, I'll put a link in the description below. One of my favorite properties he did features like $100,000 closet. So his is a Tom Ford replication of the Tom Ford store, television, sofa, all those cool things. And then her side is a mock replica of the Chanel store. So it's very similar to this. So it's beautiful, bright, white lacquer, glossy, just a sensational, sensational closet. And as a little sneak, this is nothing. He's currently finishing up a property in Summerlin that's a 6,000 square foot single story, and the closet will blow this one away. So stay tuned for that. Now let's get into this gorgeous bathroom. So we have the oak flooring continuing on the entire floor into this bathroom. And now we kind of warm things up a little bit. So now we have more of an espresso veneer on the cabinetry, downward firing LED lighting, the same seashell limestone counter surface. Trust me, say that 3 times on film is really difficult. Above mount sinks, just a perfect vanity. Coming down here a little bit farther, we have our water closet, super exciting. And if you like to dry off al fresco, knock yourself off, be an exhibitionist and go dry off in the front, give your neighbors a show. But this is beautiful. So over here, we have our Japanese soaking tub, a beautiful round tub, which also accentuates this radius of a wall with our whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 windows, you can count. But my favorite part of this area, and anytime you're doing a high-end property, it's just like the best showstopper. Maybe I'm a child at heart. Maybe I'm just a simple-minded individual, but I love little gizmos and gadgets. The best part of this bathtub is the fact that the water deploys from the ceiling. I think that is one of the coolest plumbing fixtures that you can possibly do to a bathroom. Speaking of the bathroom, let's check out the rest. We step up into this platform area. We have a nice shelf for seating to get ready for your shower. Over here to the left, you'll see we have 2 Kohler digital valve systems, so you can control each individually. I like a room temperature shower. Most of the women I've been with prefer a scalding shower that can just destroy your skin. Jennifer is nodding her head in agreement. I'm not that guy. Beautiful shower pan. We have a long linear drain. We have the same seashell limestone, but here it's got these beautiful beveled edges to give it a sense of relief instead of just a flat surface. I love what they did. So we have dual shower heads, with this one being a handheld, and of course, the reemergence of rainfall shower heads since we lost that for a little bit. All right, we have now seen the downstairs. We've seen the 2 bedrooms upstairs. All we have left is to check out this backyard. So meet me back there and let's see what's going on out there. All right, guys, welcome to the backyard. Now, of course, we just came out of that 15-foot long slider. Above us, we have a beautiful covered patio. We have wiring for surround sound. Of course, we have recessed lighting, but the main focus is on this gorgeous backyard where you have the views of the cascading lakes. Obviously, we have a pool, which we will discuss in a moment. But first, I wanted to come back here and talk about the outdoor kitchen, and then we'll migrate back towards the pool. So here we have our outdoor kitchen. We have storage and refrigeration. We have our quartz counter surface, oversized barbecue, a perfectly adequate outdoor kitchen. We come to the aggregate. So an aggregate foundation here, a nice conversation area. Again, sensational views of the walk path and the lake. So let's talk about this pool now. So unfortunately, the pool guy was here and drained the pool, so we're in the process of refilling it. Hopefully we can insert some gorgeous B-roll for you. But a beautiful, modern, elegant pool, and the idea was to kind of create that sensation of when you're in the pool, it feels like you're actually looking and part of the lake. So this is a 0-line pool, so when this is completely filled, it literally comes perfectly right to the surface of the walking patio area and then deploys into a retention tank. We have a PebbleTech pool. The backside, of course, is an infinity edge. So when you are in that pool, it just gives it that beautiful European seamless look. Coming down this direction a little bit farther, over here to the left, This is our slider that goes into the family room, so you can walk directly in. Back to the pool, PebbleTech surface, massive Baja shelf here, and we even have a hole so you can put in an umbrella if you don't need to worry about your tan, like me. Coming down this direction, we have a beautiful grassy area for kids and fur babies, and we even have a fire function here. So this at night just creates an incredible ambiance. Guys, I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite homes. I absolutely love the architectural design inside this property, but I'm dying to read your comments. What's your favorite part? What do you like? What would you have changed? I always read the comments and I always try to put my 2 cents in. Special thanks to Jason Abrams for allowing me to film this masterpiece. I'm so excited for his next project because it sounds incredible. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Deuces.